It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sign. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the... Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed than letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, D.A. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's B in at the point. And for Brooklyn, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Durant is out there with Davis, and it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle. And with the signing of Durant and Irving, along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, we're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Markkanen trying to break loose. That one goes. Count it.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
It's LeVert on the wing. Teardrop shot, and they pick up 2.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And here's Levine. Here's B. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Irving looking for an opening. Count the basket.
Slithering off the pick and roll, Kyrie makes the right decision to keep it himself.
B covered by Irving. Excellent D there from Allen.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Down low. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
Irving dishes to KD. And it's blocked.
And for Markkanen, contesting shots is not about explosive athleticism. It's about being in the right position and timing it right.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Markkanen against Durant. Outside, Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's LeVert. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. You know, for a while, Smitty, there was some talk of eliminating conferences altogether. But the East has begun to turn things around and start to emerge again.
You know, Kevin, me and you have been around a long time. It's going to always flip-flop back and forth. It was the East and it was the West. And I think right now the East right now is turning that corner. In a couple of years, it'll probably be the dominant conference. I like the way it is. I don't want to see them eliminate conferences.
I agree. Good point. That free throw good from B. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Irving passes to Allen. Outside, KD. Durant drawing the double team. Back to Allen. 6 to shoot. Irving misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
No good from B.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Lets the three fly. Chicago grabs the miss. They get it back, and that one's good by Porter.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. There's the pass to B. And Davis pulls it down. That's trailed by 6. Levert up top. Guarded by Levine. Irving misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
B, and Davis sends it back. And he gets it back. Here's B. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's B, and Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 9-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's B in at the point.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
KD against Markkanen. Harris kicks to Dinwiddie. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Pacers was terrific. He had 35 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. His coaches and teammates know what he's capable of. When he finds his rhythm, well, it's over. Let's see if he can have another big game tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Buries it down low. B's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Trying to get open is Davis. Davis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backwood.
Here's B. Second shot opportunity, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized, and I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
And you look at Durant, He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Trying to get open is Carter. No good from B. Nets trail by 8. KD dishes to Irving. Back to Durant. Inside, Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
Shoots a fader. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That one doesn't drop. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 6. And that one's good. Durant.
The amazing part about Durant's shot, he has a pretty compact release for a guy with such great length.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has
The deep 3 from Irving.
Oh, he made it! He got it to go, and he beat the buzzer.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from B.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Davis is out there with Allen, and it's Irving in at the 1. The 10-footer finds the target. Irving's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Brooklyn.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court, finishes the job.
Here's B. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Irving. LeVert finds Durant. Irving passes to LeVert. Shot clock at 5. Irving way outside. A miss that time would have put him up.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Well, the spotlight usually is on the head coach. But Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on a staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he have a great relationship with the coaches and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed. And also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
Porter in the corner. The 17-footer. Brooklyn with the rebound. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. LeVert against Levine. And it's LeVert missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Allen kicks to KD. Again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe it.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Here's Markkanen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Yes, Levine's got 4 assists now tonight.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. Pass to LeVert. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Allen for the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. Porter with a block.
Otto Porter with the reach to get that one. He gobbled it up.
Brooklyn trailing. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The kick out to Irving. Pass to KD. And he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's B. And it's good. 2 points. B's got 23.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Timeout called the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. A 3-pointer off the mark. Nets leading by 9. So for Chicago right now, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Zach LaVine is out there with B, and it's Carter in at the 5. Porter in the corner. LaVine passes to B. And the Bulls with another miss.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Irving. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And that one's good. Durant.
Well, you start to talk about all the things Durant can do, but scoring's still what he does best. What a night.
Here's B trying to get open as Carter. And again, no good by Chicago. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's B. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns.
And for that game against the Warriors, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And Levine comes to help. Here's Prince. Second chance effort and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
To succeed in this league, you can never be satisfied. It's a certain mentality, and Prince has that.
Davis is checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And both free throws good for Prince. And a four-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
Passes to LeVert. Back to Irving. LeVert trying to get open. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
No good from B.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He clearly wants to try and close this game out strong, but your deep range isn't there. You just can't keep forcing it.
And the pass to Durant. And KD throws it down.
It's a pick-your-poison situation with KD. You can't give him space, but he's got the handle to go right by you.
Outside Porter. 2 minutes. To the left side wing. No good from B.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Irving with it. Now guarded by B. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially a lot of those bigs. It was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 17. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offense. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.